Alrighty, y'all. How you going? Welcome back to the show. Today we are looking at another garbage truck video. It's been a couple months since I did one of these, and it did really well, the first one I did from Australia. We're back in Australia, and we're inside the garbage truck now. This is an IWrocker unit. Somewhere in Australia, I'm not sure where. On the first screenshot, we can tell some pretty cool things. I've personally never seen the inside of a garbage truck, even here in the States, so it's just kind of interesting for me. We see two steering wheels. That's right, two. That's something you don't see every day. So this can be driven in right-hand drive configuration, which is the norm in Australia, or look at this US style. We got left-hand drive over here. You could pick either or. How cool is that? Driving on the left where the garbage bins would be because of the way that they drive in Australia, the left-hand drive in this situation makes more sense. He's even got a screen here that looks to be some sort of a camera, that camera feed that shows something on the truck. It's just kind of cool to see. So let's check it out. This was suggested to me on Discord by Simon, so I do appreciate that. And this is from a channel called Nitro Boost. It'll be linked in the description down below so you can watch this whole video uninterrupted, and definitely browse their channel. Here we go. Like I said, IWrocker unit, you can see the logo on the wheel. How weird is it to see him steer the wheel and the passenger wheel unmanned there is still steering? Obviously, they're both connected, so it's pretty funny to see that. Oh, look at that camera. Wow. That actually showed the arm emptying the bin into the truck. Wow. That's pretty cool. And it shows 4 different cameras when he's in motion. How cool. And you'll see his movement on this joystick type thing. Obviously this truck is an automatic transmission, I assume. But that is not the gear lever, but rather I think he's controlling the arm with this, correct? That's pretty cool to see. So one of those things that would probably be really hard at first, but once you do it every day, it probably becomes second nature, right? I mean, this actually looks like a pretty cool job. The only obstacle being when you have cars parked in the street. He just had to go around one, then there's another one there, so he can't really sneak in here with that big truck. So he's got to be out a little bit, and hopefully the arm can reach. So that's where a little bit of the difficult maneuvering comes into play. But other than that, a lot easier job than it used to be. I mean, we have these in the US as well. These style with the automatic, like the arms that go out, grab the bin and throw it over. So it's, mostly automated. I can imagine this was, very exhausting work when you had to drive the truck to every stop and get out and, dump the stuff by hand, lift these heavy bins over and over again. That would be exhausting for sure. So I think some innovation was due with this kind of job, and it's cool to see it in action because this becomes a lot easier on your body at least. But some more skills involved too, though, with the controls in the truck. And wow, that is really cool seeing that screen. Gotta be careful not to clip any of these cars too. That's you don't want to be like slacking off. You don't want to be dozing off or something, right? You don't want to get sloppy and run into someone's beloved car in front of their house. That'd be a pretty bad scenario. It's a cool SUV right there. I like the wheel and tire combo. Sounds cool though, the engine. It's a IWrocker. With the headphones, you can hear the bass still of that big engine. Sounds nice. Would assume it's some sort of V8. I don't know. Sounds damn good, actually. I always think these trucks take a beating too because you're just constantly on the gas for a little bit and then on the brakes, and it does a lot of idling. So when it's hot out, I'm sure these trucks take a beating, right? I mean, they're just and then on the brakes and idling, and then on the brakes and idling. Doesn't get a lot of, speed and airflow for long periods of time when you're in these neighborhoods. Look at those wheels. Oh my God, that's fun. I like he has the knob right there. That helps in big trucks. I had one of those on my forklift when I used to be a forklift operator. Helps when you're doing a lot of tight turning. Well, that's about it for that one. That was a quick look at what it's like in the cab, the in-cab view of being a garbo, right? Is that slang in Australia? Pretty cool. I've never gotten to see the inside of a garbage truck, and that was nice. The Iveco unit, that's cool. Again, Australia always gets a lot of different brands. They get domestic brands, they get U.S. brands, they get Euro brands. In this case, the Euro brand, Iveco. It's really cool to see, and seeing that dual setup is just interesting, right? It's always weird seeing that because that's just not a normal thing most people would see. I also had no idea they had some camera systems set up. I think that's really useful and really smart. So that is really cool. And this guy was calm and collected. He knew what he was doing. He slipped in between the parked cars, got the good angle, and was able to control that arm. And it looked like he had a clean grab every time. So look, it's really cool to see all these different vehicles. I like discovering different emergency vehicles and industrial vehicles and such. And this is no different. These garbage trucks are pretty interesting, and it's kind of an interesting job that not a lot of people, I feel like, that don't do it really think about how it works. Like I said, seeing this, it's a lot more interesting than I think a lot of people would realize. So if you've driven a truck like this, or if the inside of your garbage truck looks a little bit like this, let me know. Let's hear about it. Great suggestion. I do appreciate that. Make sure to use the link in the description to check out his channel and more videos. That was awesome. Please throw a thumbs up on there if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to be part of this amazing community we do have here. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker, and until next time, y'all, catch you later.